Well, good afternoon, everyone. It's Sunday, the 15th of January, 3 degrees out, so pretty warm for this time of year. And yeah, we need some snow. Like we have a pretty good amount right now. We will need some in the next 2 to 3 weeks before February for sure. And we need some cold weather. The coldest night we've had in the past couple of weeks has been about minus 20. And usually it's like minus 30, minus 35 right now. So it's been a very mild winter. Bunch of reasons, and mainly, we're in a high of an 11-year solar cycle, as well as like lots of solar flares being whipped off the sun at the same time. It's messing with the jet stream. There's, like many different factors, but it's ebb and flow. So, it may be a mild one this year. It may be super cold next year. So who knows? Anyway, I'm not really complaining. But what I did want to chat about was just something's been bothering me the last week, and it's just mainly stemmed from Facebook, as I'm sure a lot of stupid things are stemmed from Facebook. But the one thing I wanted to chat about was I'm seeing an increased level of like I don't even know what the word is. It's just like hatred or disdain for different types of riders. And somebody, I'm not going to mention any names or anything, but somebody posted something about oh yeah, I see these long track backpack wearing stand-up riding fools on our trails, and all they do is mess things up, and I'm a racer, and I it's like, get out of the way, if you're not going fast enough, get out of the way, and crap like that. And I don't know, I lightly engaged in that conversation, because I don't agree with that type of sentiment whatsoever. Like, my first reaction is like, well, you might think that if you never, if you live your life a quarter mile at a time and never venture 10 miles out of your hometown, and, basically don't sled on anything other than Poker Flat lakes and like straightaways. So, okay. But trail riders come in all sorts. You have the short tracked Ricky Racer wannabes. You've got the short tracked, like world record speed holder wannabes. You've got, the high milers. You've got people like me that I'm a solo. Like I snowmobile solo, and where I am, there's no stops that are close by or anything, and if you are venturing on a 200-kilometer loop, there's no guarantee that any of those places are going to be open, because they're all, like remote, usually summer resorts that do tend to stay open for the winter, but it's a bit of a crapshoot sometimes. So I pack extra gas. I wear a backpack. I have all my comms, like my communication gear, extra clothes, food, water, first aid kit, like survival stuff, you name it. I'm always carrying that stuff with me in my backpack all the time. And I drive a long track sled. I drive a wickedly long track sled for the trails. Like I get teased about it sometimes, which is totally fine. I come by it honestly, but I'm a 154-inch track in a sea of 129s and 137s, and the odd 146. But yeah, I drive a land yacht compared to what most people take on the trail. But that doesn't mean that I'm any less of a trail rider than anybody else. I mean, honestly, the reason I chose my sled and chose a long track is just because it's a more versatile sled. I can take it to more places. I can do more things with it. And it does most things very well versus doing one thing extremely well and nothing else very well. So that's the whole idea behind that. And Like I've owned the short track, you know, triple racing sleds, stuff like that. It's fun, but it's not for me. And if it's for you, that's wonderful. But my thing is just don't crap on anybody just because they're wearing a backpack or driving a long track sled. It's one thing if they're driving a long track sled and they're just ripping up the trail because they don't know how to properly adjust their driving or riding skills to, you know, for the differing terrain, because trails is a totally different ball game than deep snow. Totally different set of disciplines and whatnot. So just like don't crap on people. We're all out there riding. We're all you know, hoping to just have a good fun winter and get out there and like just enjoy the scenery and enjoy the backcountry and whatnot. And I would say just like have respect for your fellow sledders, regardless of whether you agree with their type of sledding or not. Like it's such a stupid thing to say. But anyway, yeah, just treat each other with respect. I mean, we have enough conflict in like we have enough conflict in, you know, and people that don't like the sport and that, you know, would rather see it die than you know, than we need. And so sledders need to kind of stick together and respect each other and, you know, learn from each other instead of being in these stupid, like, if it's a spat that's kind of like in good fun or in jest, that's fine. We all rib each other all the time, but we do it endearingly. We don't do it as a way to tear each other down and make ourselves feel better. So I just like to see that crap stop, and, you know, for people to just respect each other. And, you know, you see somebody on a sled and to me, that's an automatic kinship with that person, regardless of who they are. May not even know them, but it gives us a common ground to, you know, build a rapport. And more people should be doing that and stop bickering about stupid things that don't matter. Anyway, just a rant for today. And anyways, hope you guys are all having a good winter. And yeah, we'll see you next time.